Hello, you're watching ERi-TV and welcome to English News Broadcast. First, we have an announcement. In continuation to the steps being taken to gradually ease the lockdown guidelines issued by the government to curb the COVID-19 pandemic in Eritrea, the guidelines issued on religious institutions for a one-year period will be lifted starting from tomorrow, April 25, 2021. Therefore, all churches and mosques will accordingly resume providing regular services by cautiously applying the guidelines issued by the government, including wearing masks and social distancing. And now these are the major headlines. Ministry of Agriculture exerting to advance quality of milk and meat products. Ministry of Agriculture exerting to advance quality of meat and milk products. The COVID-19 pandemic case vaccination coverage continued to rise. And Israel and Palestinians clash on Gaza border. The Department of Regulatory Services and Inspection of the Ministry of Agriculture continues to upgrade its quality control functions for milk and meat products, animal feed producing plants, as well as quarantine services and certification for import and export of live animals at all air and sea entry points. Speaking to ERi, representative of the Regulatory Service Branch, Mr. Tesfa Hiwat Gabretinsa, said in the last 10 years, the branch has accordingly strong regulatory and inspection activities, particularly on milk products processing plants, indicating most of the animal products processing plants are related to milk and milk products production activities. Mr. Tesfa Hiwat said that currently there are 16 milk and milk products processing plants supplying quality production. Stating awareness-raising campaigns are being reinforced throughout the country, the Ministry of Agriculture calls on the public, particularly those involving animal farming activities, to strengthen cooperation with a view to produce and supply safe and quality products to the market. The Ministry of Agriculture branch of the Southern region distributed 29,150 chicks to 1,016 needy families across the region to supplement their income. According to reports, the 1-month-old chicks were provided to the farmers at a cost of 15 nakfa per chick. Stating that the objective of the program of providing chicks to individual farmers and households was to supplement their income, Ms. Saadia Saleh, poultry farming expert, said with proper management, poultry farming has significant contribution in improving the livelihoods of farmers and in national economic development. Pointing out that low awareness of farmers on the importance of poultry farming is one of the bottlenecks in the development of poultry farming. Ms. Saadia expressed readiness to provide professional advice to those willing to engage in poultry farming. It's to be recalled that last year, about 20,000 chicks were distributed to 796 farmers in San'afa subzone. Call for substantial upgrade and medical equipment as well as relative to its services was made by residents and professionals at the Garinjai Health Station, Digga subzone. The health station that provides healthcare service to residents of Lokaj at the Sheikh Al-Amin and Garinjai administrative areas is suffering from lack of medical equipment, building infrastructure, in addition to the inadequate number of health professionals. Speaking to ERi, the head of the health station, Assistant Nurse Omar Osman, said health services provided at the health station include treatment and prevention of communicable and non-communicable diseases, mother and child health care services, vaccination programs, and public awareness-raising services. He also called for the alleviation of constraints the health station faces. Beneficiaries underlined the problems they were encountering before the construction of the health station and stated that the putting in place of the health station in their area has ensured public health. Now back with the international news after a short break. Welcome back. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases globally surpassed 146.8 million today, with the deaths still exceeding 3.1 million. And the number of recovered patients has exceeded 124.5 million, this according to World Meters. The United States has surpassed 32.7 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 today. India has accordingly recorded nearly 16.6 million cases. India's daily coronavirus case climbed to new world record as hospitals battle. The country's coronavirus infections rose by more than 346,000 overnight, the health ministry said today, setting a new world record for the third consecutive day as overwhelmed hospitals in the densely populated country begged for oxygen supplies. The United States top health regulator said the United States can immediately resume use of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine in an 8-day post to investigate its link to extremely rare but potentially deadly blood clots. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said the risk of experiencing the syndrome involving severe blood clots and low platelets as a result of the vaccine was very low. They found 15 cases in the 8 million shots given. Palestinian militants in the Gaza Strip fired dozens of rockets into Israel today, drawing retaliatory airstrikes, this according to the Israeli military. This happened after nightly Ramadan clashes between Palestinians and Israeli police had resumed in Jerusalem. The pre-dawn exchange of fire broke months of relative quiet on the Israeli-Gaza frontier, though it did not appear to signal a wider escalation after the military said it was not imposing any safety restrictions on Israelis living near the border. In Jerusalem, Israeli-Palestinian tension has been higher than unusual during the Muslim holy months of Ramadan. Protests turned violent on Thursday with scores of arrests and injuries. There were no immediate reports of casualties in Gaza or on the Israeli side of the border, where most of the rockets fell in open areas. The foreign ministries of Turkey, Pakistan and Afghanistan have called on the Afghan Taliban to reaffirm its commitment to achieving a negotiated settlement for the lasting peace in Afghanistan. In a joint statement issued after talks in Istanbul yesterday, the three ministers underlined the urgent need for an immediate ceasefire to end the violence and provide a conducive atmosphere for peace talks. The United States-backed Afghan peace conference set to be hosted in Istanbul by Turkey, Qatar, and the United Nations today was postponed over the weekend. Ankara has said the talks will be held after the fasting months of Ramadan, but no new date has been set. The foreign ministries of Turkey, Afghanistan, and Pakistan discussed the planned conference aimed at fast-tracking an agreement between the Afghan government and the Taliban following Washington's announcement that foreign troops by September 11. A year-long trial by Oxford University researchers on malaria vaccine carried out in Burkina Faso shows up to 77% efficacy. A potential new malaria vaccine has proved highly effective in a trial in babies in Africa, pointing it to one daily possibility helping reduce the death toll from the mosquito-borne disease that kills up to 500,000 young children a year. The candidate vaccine developed by scientists at Britain's University of Oxford and called R21 Matrix AIM showed up to 77% efficacy in the year-long trial of 450 children in Burkina Faso. This is according to a statement by the researchers leading the trial. The scientists led the Andrea Hill, director of Oxford Jenner's Institute, and also one of the lead researchers behind the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, said they now plan to conduct final stage trials in some 4,800 children aged between 5 months and 3 years in 4 African countries. Malaria infects millions of people every year and kills more than 400,000, most of them babies and young children in the poorest parts of Africa. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.